And now if I can invite all the presenters to come up on stage here, we'll have our Q&A session.
Hi, I'm Sarah Parker. I have a question concerning parodies because there's no clear, I don't know, answer from YouTube. I'm from Germany. We have special issues because of the copyright stuff. And I wanted to know if it's possible to do actually parodies because, I mean, if I do a Kesha or a Lady Gaga parody, it's still like their song somehow, even if I do the music or videos. And the question is there a legal way to kind of make it legal? Or how do you do it? Just do the song and upload it? Or?
So yeah, I'm certainly not a lawyer, but I know that one of the things that we do is that we usually comment on the actual work that we're parodying, which is, so yeah, if we're doing a song about Kesha, we'll often sort of comment on the artist itself. You know, generally speaking, I'm not a legal guy, but we do have lawyers that kind of look at all this stuff before it goes out. I don't know if you guys have specific answers.
Well, it does in some part depend on the country. In the US, they have the fair use law that allows people to take aspects of another person's work and use it for editorial purposes. It is slightly different in Europe. In Germany, there's a specific issue with music, with the collecting society there, that so far is not willing to find a reasonable solution for us to put music at all on YouTube in Germany. But I think referencing the original work, and also seeing perhaps if some other people are doing it, and if you see ads running on other videos that people have submitted, then the likelihood is that the rights holder is using our content ID tools to claim it. But the rule of thumb really should be only upload stuff that you own, and then it's just a bit of trial and error. You know, some of the best things we see on there are parodies, and oftentimes, like I said, with the Kesha video from Midnight, what are they called? Midnight Beast. Midnight Beast. You know, even Kesha commented first time out that was better than her own version. But it is one of these things we have to work on. From our perspective, in Germany, there was a situation with the downfall parodies of the Hitler voiceovers.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic series of videos. They had asked to remove it because it was their work. We actually went and spoke with that filmmaker, got the rights, signed a content partnership deal with them, and all of them have come back on. So when we do see an issue, we work hard with our teams in all the countries to go and approach the rights holders to get them to understand that these are actually the biggest fans really doing things in honor of the work that's been done.
Hi, I am an artist and have been using YouTube to post like painting videos and stuff like that. But I was just wondering, why is there no art category for art video category on YouTube? Is there a reason for that?
It's actually a really good question. I mean, we have so much art. There's so much that's happening, whether that be street graffiti art or fine arts, and we even did this thing with the Guggenheim. I think that's a really good suggestion. Who'd like to see an art category on YouTube? Wow, look at that. Cool. Noted.
I've got one other quick question, if it's possible.
No, it's not possible. Yeah,
talking about the partnership program, I would be really interested in an option for partners to choose which adverts are displayed next to their videos. I have some say in that.
Are you cheeky,
Yes,
Chan?
I am, yeah.
Oh.
You asked for hands up, so.
So choosing your advertisements. Actually, do you guys know who Tom is? Have you met him yet? No, you haven't met him. Tom is my colleague visiting from California. He runs the online partnerships program and also YouTube Next globally. So Tom also can answer any of your questions. But you want to take this one? Choosing your ads?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good feedback. I think what we're starting to get is some product feedback. Do we have the ability to block specific advertisers? No?
Yeah, we can block on AdSense.
Only
So
on
you-
AdSense, though, not the
So at the moment, you can block through AdSense, but there isn't the functionality yet to specifically sort of cherry pick every single ad that you want to appear. Again, it's a great suggestion, and we can put it forward to the product team. And what we're trying to do sort of in the future as well is get to a place where I mentioned sponsorships earlier, and we're very, very much in the early stages of this, but we want to get to a place where there is a hub for both partners and advertisers that they can go on. Advertisers can see sort of partners that they'd be interested in sponsoring, and vice versa, and they can sort of communicate with one another to create these kind of sponsorship deals as well as just placing ads on the site. So I guess short answer is no, not at the moment, but it's a functionality that we'll definitely request.
All right. I think we had a question over here.
On that point, if you do we have partners that are getting approached directly by sponsors, and we actually have somebody now in Dublin that's helping them convert that into a relationship on YouTube, so you can formally include that brand on your channel and get compensated for it in a much more profitable way than if you just had normal ads running. So that's something we're trying to build out. Question.
Okay. Over here.
Oh, back there, the guy with the mic. Priority.
Oh, yeah. Two questions really quickly. Barely political first. I watch a lot of Key of Awesome.
Yeah.
And I was just curious do you budget yourself, like, because the videos have got like loads of props, etc.
Yeah.
Do you budget it, or is it just once it's done, it's like, oh, okay, we spent that much? Just out of curiosity, how much would a Key of Awesome cost?
About $1,000 to be really specific. But we have a full-time group of people on Barely Political. There's 2 writers, Mark and Todd, that also are in a lot of the videos. We have a guy, Tom, who directs and edits and does a lot of our sort of social networking stuff. And then we have a guy named Michael who does a lot of outreach to the audience, but also has his own channel called Vsauce. So in terms of kind of cost per episode, we sometimes spend money outside of those 4 guys. But somebody asked me before, how has this changed? The first videos that I was doing, were really just all out of my pocket, and a couple $100s or whatever. We've managed with YouTube to build ourselves up to having an actual creative team around it, which has enabled us to create kind of higher budget content. Again, not huge budgets, but I would say, generally speaking, we're in that range. Once in a while, if we have like a sponsor on a video, we'll spend more. But I tend to find that YouTube audiences don't necessarily need to see really glossy Hollywood-looking things. That they sometimes appreciate seeing things that they feel like they could have pulled off themselves, and sometimes we'll spend a bunch more money than usual on a video and feel like, you know what, it really didn't make it a better video. So, but that's kind of the range we're in, to be really specific.
The second question was to YouTube in general. About the copyright of, you said about the whole Hitler thing, you obviously went to them and asked whether or not it could be used, etc. I'm a fan of the abridged series of most animation, and it seems to be a growing thing on YouTube, but obviously a lot of them gets taken down due to copyright. Is there anything being done about that, or is it literally just a case of, okay, that shouldn't be done, chuck it away?
Well, I'm not familiar with that particular one. Are you? No. But we do have a team that's going around trying to license and make formal relationships with as many people as we possibly can. If the trend is that it's getting taken down and people are getting strikes against their account, then the likelihood is that these guys are not cool with it. So what we're trying to do is make the situation better for them. But it's every rights holder's right to decide whether or not they want their videos or their rights represented on YouTube, and we respect that 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another money question, I think, on Twitter. Someone asked, do you disclose the CPC or eCPM rate of the advertising? If not, then why? Hazel, I don't know if you want to talk about the new reports.
Yeah. I think, Sarah, you're probably more familiar with the reports.
So just to give you a bit of context on how we sell advertising, we have 2 different channels. One is through the AdWords program and through AdSense, and that's basically auction-based. So that type of CPC, CPM, we do not disclose because it varies substantially from channel to channel. So it depends on what type of advertising is being served on your channel. Then we have a rate card, yes, that is being directly sold to advertisers from our internal sales teams. That is public and is disclosed to all our advertisers when they want to buy a campaign. So yes, we do communicate. And it varies, again, by market, by type of ad, by country, essentially.
All right. Can they see their eCPM for their channel?
So it's available on your reports. You will be able to see that through your earnings, what the revenue per 1,000 impression is. So yes.
As of this month, I think.
Average as of this month, yes, on your reports.
All right. Thank you. Over here.
Hello.
Here.
It's me again. After Gary's rant, I'll try and put a lighter note. Thank you for today. It's been really nice. Shut up, Gary. The question is I've seen on like with Americans, they've had the YouTube Live so they can stream like Blog TV, and I'm wondering when it's come to the UK because I really want to do this.
So
you've got it. I haven't got it yet.
YouTube live streaming, we're at the moment beginning to do stuff in the UK. It's really experimental, and we're only going to license it to a very few people to start off with, but it will get bigger.
When will it be licensed to everyone?
Just a broader timeline. I mean, we want to go as broad as we can with live streaming. So that's one of the goals that we have. We've gone out, we're running a beta right now in the US. I think it's a matter of hundreds of partners that are currently experimenting with it. We hope that we can expand that. It's just, I can't commit to you exactly what the timeline is, but our goal is to keep enabling that to more and more partners and eventually all users as well. But we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is, have any of you used, what's it called, chat roulette? See what happens when you put the power of live streaming in the hands of anybody? I think it's great people have a way to express themselves. There are lots of places people can live stream from their bedroom. But we also, as a family site, want to make sure that we keep it appropriate. And so that's one of the reasons why we can't unleash the awesome power of live into everyone's hands, just because we want to make sure that people are not just abiding by our community guidelines, but we're creating some hoops they have to jump through to prove that they're responsible YouTubers. And I think that, unfortunately, because of the bad behavior of a few, we can't make it available to everyone, but we're trying to roll it out as broadly as we can. And the more that you put up, the more you have a track record, the more that you are making content that is part of a program that is consistent, and the more likelihood is, the better the likelihood that you will be added into that program when it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick question. How many people here would use live if they had it available?
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Cool. I'm your advocate, so I'm trying to get this rolled out as quickly as I can, but we have to, like he said, we have to make sure we have some controls in place.
Can we go to this lady in the green over here?
Hello. Ooh, hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Brown, and I've been a partner for 3 years on YouTube. And like everybody here, our YouTubes are incredibly important to us. Now, recently, several people that I know personally, their Google AdSense account has been suspended due to suspected illegal clickings where they've had too many clicks and stuff happen on their AdSense account. Now, I do appreciate that this does happen. People do deliberately do this to earn money. But these are genuine people that are being suspended, and it appears that very few people get their account reinstated. And I was wondering, is there a way that we can prevent this from actually happening to genuine people? I don't know what else to say, but it's something that's very, very important, because once it's gone, you can't get it back.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit. I used to work in AdSense before YouTube. You know, the number one priority that we have is, you know, if we all want to make money, we have to protect our advertisers. So we take click fraud and abuse of AdSense accounts very seriously. So when they get those types of signals, they come in and a team that's separate makes decisions on those. Now, there is an appeal process. And I've been through it many times, and I have pretty high confidence in their ability to know what's real and not real. But with that being said, we can't talk about any specific cases. You know, I would just encourage you all, don't sort of mess with your AdSense account or encourage people to click on your ads or any of that kind of stuff, because once you lose your AdSense account, you know, you're sort of don't have a very big future with Google.
Somewhere it said that you can ask people to click on your advertisements and stuff, but it can happen, and I like most people here, I really don't want it to happen to me. I don't know, I've got friends that this has happened to, and I really don't know what to say standing up here. I've been standing up here for a long time, so I've probably fluffed up what I wanted to say, but I don't know, this is very, very important.
Well, you talk to me after. We're not going to talk about specific accounts, but yeah, just everybody be careful. I mean, and don't encourage people to click on your ads. Just don't do it. Okay.
Unless they see one they like.
All right.
Yeah, that advice might be on third-party sites, or people trying to give advice on how to game the system in a way. But if it's not coming from, it's definitely not advice from us. That's for sure. Yeah. But if you're, you know, in good standing, then you have a good chance to appeal if that does occur to you, like Tom said. Who's got the mic next? Man in the cool sweatshirt.
Hello, I'm Dave from Diagonal View. We're already partners. And we put our videos out across a lot of platforms, but YouTube is a massive one for us, and we want it to become even bigger. We want to do a lot of that stuff that we showed Mystery Guitar Man doing earlier with kind of in-video annotations, promoting other content. But because we put the same asset out over lots of platforms, we can't build in sections where, you know, on another platform we won't have the annotation and stuff like that. So I just wondered, is it possible, or is there any plans to allow partners to do kind of branded post rolls or anything like that, so that when the video finishes, you could have, you know, you're watching this channel, check this out, like any way of us being able to add things to the video that isn't part of each individual asset, where we can point to our other content and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can still point to it through references in screen. That's not a problem. If you have users on YouTube and you're being watched on YouTube, obviously you have the benefits of the annotations to link to other videos within the system. You can also use that video to embed it on third-party sites. I think you guys actually use a different player with other third parties from time to time. But the problem with adding stuff in as sort of post rolls and so forth, if you bake it into a video, then the ability to monetize it becomes reduced. Because that may not be relevant in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, and therefore it doesn't make your video as appealing as if you allowed it to happen within the system. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, over
Just a quick thought on what we started doing on our channel. We felt like so many people were watching on mobile phones where you couldn't click annotations that if we devoted a big part of the video to click here, click here, click here. So we kind of moved over to saying all the links are in the description, and then that way, one, you can put those on other sites as well that have descriptions, and also it would then open a new window instead of if somebody clicks on an annotation, it would then change it to a different screen. So I mean, they both work, but just one thing, in my day, we had to make 2 videos and upload to YouTube and other places. But then we started kind of changing it to links in the description after a little while.
All right, one last question.
Last question.
Sorry, guys. There at the back.
Have you asked a question yet? First time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hi,
Right.
I'm Arthur. I just have a question. I think it's about international spotlights. So if a channel, for example, has a lot of hits in, for example, Japan, it's not very well promoted anywhere else. Is there a way to see it on any other channels in other countries in a better way? Because, for example, people stumble upon this channel and say it's very good, but they can't actually find it in their own countries, like US, Australians, whose the channel is run by. They can't actually see it because it's promoted only in Japan.
You're saying a channel that's successful in Japan, it's hard to find it or see it in other countries, or it's not promoted in other countries?
It's not hard to find, but people actually stumble upon it. They don't see it in any spotlight or like a...
Yeah, I mean, as you saw, it's hard enough to get spotlights and high promotion for partners in the country where they're coming from.
Is there a way like to see top hits in different countries?
Yeah, actually, if you go to the bottom,
you
can change your view by country, by language, and every time you change your view, the most popular, the most watched, the most viewed actually list what is most popular, most viewed, most watched in that country. So that's actually quite fun to do. You can go to the bottom, change your country or language to, say, Japan, and then you go to most viewed and you see what's most viewed in Japan. And a lot of times we have crossover hits internationally, and you'd be surprised how many things from here are actually really popular in places like the Netherlands or in South Africa or in Argentina. So I would recommend that you play with that and you explore that a bit. But the important thing is, and I think we've done a lot of work on this, if somebody knows about it and they search for it because they've heard about it, you still would be able to or should be able to find it quite quickly within search. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. Sorry we can't continue to ask questions, but we'll be kind of around afterwards if you want to come up and talk to us. Patrick?
Yeah, okay. We've been talking a lot up here. You guys have asked some amazing questions, but I think there's also a lot of talent in this room. And so I wanted to give some of you guys a chance to show off your talent. If any of you are tap dancers, have a opera singing dog, beatboxer, singer, something that actually can be performed here safely with a microphone and appropriately for the audience, raise your hand and we will pick you out. You want to come up, sir? Come on up. And it's funny, we did this in Amsterdam, and some people were so nervous. I'm like, but you've got millions of views. They're like, yeah, but I never perform in front of actual people. So this is going to be a good chance for you. What's your name?
I'm Andrew.
Andrew. And Andrew, you are going to, today for us, do what?
Yeah, well, normally I have my piano with me, but it's a bit too big to bring on the tube. So I thought I'd see if I get people to clap along, and then I can do a bit of an a cappella.
Do you want to use the mic instead of the...
I'll probably use this. It's part of the,
Very cool. Let's give him a round of applause. All right, well done. And what's your YouTube channel name?
It's youtube.com/Andrew Balkwell, and it's BALKWILL.
Fantastic. All right, who wants to come up and show off their stuff? Do you want to come up and show off your stuff? Your friends think you should come up and show off your stuff, so get on up here. Okay, cool. What's your name?
My name's Rick.
Okay, hold on to that.
Thank you.
And what are you going to do for us today?
I guess I got to sing. I will perform the song that I've done for the X Factor audition, which I've just got into, so if I get through,
woo, yeah.
Please vote for me. This is a bit embarrassing. Right. 'Cause if I got you, I don't need money, I don't need cars, girl, give my heart. And oh, I'm into you, and girl, no one else will do. With every kiss and every hug, you make me fall in love. And now I know I can't be the only one. Guess there's hearts all over the world tonight with the lover that life fulfills. What I feel when I'm with you. Oh, my voice is broken today. I'm sorry.
All right, round of applause. Well done.
Too many fags.
YouTube channel name?
Oh, my. Search Rick C.
Said Rick C. Rick C. Cool. All right. Somebody else have another talent they want to share? Freddie, it's your time. Come up here. I think Freddie might be the youngest of our audience today. Let's give Freddie a round of applause. Hey, Freddie, do you wanna hold this microphone? Yeah, okay.
Hello.
How old are you, Freddie?
I'm 13.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sheffield.
Wow. Let's give Freddie a round of applause. Brave boy. So what are you gonna do?
I've brought my little flip camera with me so I can do a little vlog for my channel, which is 08FF, which is a bit rubbish, but yeah. And basically, I was wondering if I could just include all of you in the video. So let me just turn it on. Wait. So let me just do my little thingy. Hello, so I am here at Becoming a YouTube Star in London, and look at all these lovely people. Say hi. Hello. So, yeah, it's been pretty awesome. We've seen some amazing talks, and it's been really good. So thank you, YouTube. Yeah, thanks. That's it.
All right, round of applause. Woo!
Woo! And that's it. Really.
Great idea.
So, yeah, my YouTube channel is 08FF. I do some vlogs, and I do some short films as well. So, yeah, check it out if you want to. I'm not going to force you to do anything, obviously, because that's not very nice. So, yeah, that's it.
Very good. Thank you very much. Wow, let's all go check out his channel. Okay, who do we got next? We've got a young lady at the back who would like to come up and do something different. When we were in Amsterdam, we had some guy sing an old ancient Icelandic stomping hand chant. Beatboxing. Let's see if you can show up the Dutch. Oh my goodness, props. Ooh la la, this is gonna be cool. So what's your name?
I'm Sarah, or some people know me as Effie as well.
Effie, and where are you from?
I'm from Hampshire, which is the south of London.
And I suppose you can't do this holding a microphone. No. Okay, what are you going to do for us? Or do you just want to surprise us?
I'm going to spin some poi. These are called poi, for those of you who don't know.
Okay, well, let's give a round of applause. Boy, I'm going to stand about a little bit back and go for it. Thank you very much. I have yet to see poi spinning live. So fantastic. Well done. Okay, so I am now going to pass back to Kristen, who's going to take us to the final phase of the program. Thank you guys very much. And also, please, can you give yourself a round of applause for being such great participants and asking such great questions? Here you go.
I actually don't need this one. So, last but not least, well, before I introduce him, just want to thank you guys again so much for coming. It's been absolutely inspirational to see all your talent. I feel very talentless right now. But I'd like to introduce Tom Pickett, who's the Director of Content Operations and Online Creators at YouTube. Last but not least.
Wow, thanks, guys. So I lead content operations and what we call online creators, and what that really means is that I'm trying to figure out how to help people think of YouTube as a career. So we want to figure out how can we invest in the type of programs that can make as many people partners as possible, make you guys as much money as possible. We are totally committed to, original online creation and from the likes of you guys. And so that's why we're doing this and that's why we're here. So let's quickly roll to a video and then I'll close up the session.
Everybody's talented. Everybody is unique.
I get to be who I want to be. I get to film it however I want to film it.
A lot of people thought I was just the host of the show.
That's the great thing. You can do whatever you like.
They had no idea that I wrote it, created it, edited it, produced it.
If you don't do it yourself, nobody else is going to do it.
Yeah, it's a medium, it's a movement.
Imagine 1 million of people in front of you are watching what you're saying.
But you got to incorporate the people who are watching. It has to be engaging.
A, it becomes really fun and social, and B, that tends to drive your viewership a lot more.
I do meetups. It's great to get in touch with your own viewers and to give them a face.
I see every message. I try to answer every email.
If you even mention their name or they're just elated.
I've been financially stable just because of, making online video.
First video ever, 500, 600 people watched it right away. And that's when I said, oh wow, I can make a living out of this.
The cost is a camera and a computer and just the time.
Since then, I just got addicted.
I'm almost up to my 500th video at the time of this taping.
YouTube has been the greatest experience in my life.
If you want to make it, you got to put in the work just like in anything. But if you're good at it, you get one video that explodes and you're set.
I love YouTube,
My creativity is, right now, it could be absolutely endless.
Sometimes you just need some help and push in order to develop your talent into something really big.
All right. Thank you. So some of those were actually made as part of creator spotlights, and that's actually one of the things that we want to do more of. We want to figure out how to really tell the story behind the partner. So I hope that we can figure out ways to get more exposure, more audience for all of you guys. I just wanted to summarize some of the key points from today. Hopefully you all got a sense with some of the numbers that Patrick started sharing this morning. YouTube's big, but it's going to be even bigger. I mean, when you think about tablets, when you think about TV, YouTube is going to be a platform that literally is going to take you into the living room. And there's no friction between you and a potential audience. So I think that's an amazing opportunity. We think that the opportunity with YouTube, we're just very much in the beginning. We still think of ourselves as a startup. The next point is that, like I said a little bit earlier, is talent can come from anywhere. So we are truly committed to fostering the type of talent that we have in this room. We want to expand the partnership program as aggressively as we can. Over the last couple of years, we've really expanded it a lot, and we know that there's many folks in this room that still want to become partners, and we're going to try to do our best to help you become partners. And we're looking to invest dollars, training, education, all sorts of ways to invest in your future. One of the things that we've been talking about is we're sort of coming out with a set of initiatives that we're branding under YouTube Next. So you saw YouTube Next Up. But there's a series of things that we're going to be doing in terms of producing better educational type of videos. We've launched some partnerships in the US with film schools. We hope that we can do more of that internationally as well. We just launched the Next Up program. Frankly, I spent about an hour and a half last night watching videos from the US submissions, and they were amazing. I mean, I'm so excited about the 25 folks that we are going to end up helping in the US, and I hope that we can do something very similar here. And given what I've seen, I'm sure that we're going to have some great folks coming through there. The other thing is just focus on building audience. I think the monetization is going to come. One of our stars in the US came to us this January, and he was like, just wanted to say thank you. And he's like, wow, I looked at my earnings this year versus last year. Now, he did a lot on his end. He grew his viewership about 2.3 times, and we grew the revenue per video or per view about 2.5 times. And in the end, his revenue this year over last was 5 times, and he was just like, wow. And that train is just going to keep going. So focus on the views. We are going to keep improving on monetization. Our sales teams are really kicking into gear. We'll start selling more and more of the higher dollar CPM types of ads, and that stuff is just going to multiply for you guys. So really excited about that. And we just really hope that YouTube can be a platform that will change your life. I know some of you, it already has had a big impact, and that's what we really want to foster. So hopefully we can do more and more of these kind of engagements. I know we're behind a black box in many cases. We don't have that many people. We're trying to staff up and grow the program as quickly as we can. But we're also going to put more against it this year. We're going to try to do more and more outreach and help you be successful. I think that the fact that we have Next New Networks as part of our team now is an indication of the type of investments we're trying to make as a company. I mean, having somebody like Ben, who really gets it. He produces his own content. He knows how to do it. And our goal is to really share that. So there's no secrets. We're gonna experiment. We're gonna share that information. We're gonna try to help everybody be successful. So with that, let me go to the next slide. We have one more incentive. So we launched the Next Up program. And so for today, if you're currently a user and you want to become a partner, the first 250 users that become partners from here will be given $100 in B&H photo credit. So it's a small token, but hopefully that will help you get started. You can at least maybe buy a flip cam or something. But that will be hopefully an early token of our appreciation for you applying to the program. All you need to do is apply through the processes that were discussed and mention that you were here at the what do we call this? Roadshow, YouTube Stars Roadshow. And you're also going to get an email with all kinds of follow-up information. So don't worry about not having the links or anything. We will get information to you. So with that, I think I just want to finish up with a couple thank yous. First off, I want to thank Bengu and Sarah for their tireless efforts. There are a couple of our YouTube folks who have been organizing this roadshow across all the different cities, so please give them a round of applause. Benguela Events, these are the guys that have been on the road as well and doing all the production, so I just want to thank them as well. Thank you guys. And lastly, the British Film Institute and Ravensbourne College for letting us use the facilities. Thank you very much. With that, I think we're going to close. I think we'll be hanging out here, so if you guys have follow-up questions, you can try to grab us. But please give us feedback. We'd love to hear more as well about how this went. What could what kind of things can you guys use? Again, we're trying to figure out what we could do for you guys to be more successful, so just let us know. All right, thank you very much.